Guys, DB Rye here, and today we're back with another dose of What Ifery. And I know I've been a little slack on the Dragon Ball What Ifs on this channel lately. You know, really getting my head into doing my own homemade anime thing. But rest assured you, the What Ifs are not going not going anywhere. I am going to be putting an effort to make sure that you guys get your Dragon Ball What Ifs as well. Alright, let's get into this. Now, this time, I'm going to continue what if I started, I think nearly a month ago now, and that is, what if Vegeta, the Prince of all Saiyans, was female? For those of you who are just tuning in the first time, our story began where, at the beginning of the Bardock Father of Goku TV special, with Vegeta and Raditz doing a bit of training somewhere aboard Frieza's ship. She actually had to rescue Raditz during the training session against a few Saibamen, because as we know, Raditz is not stronger than a Saibamen. And eventually they were sent off on a mission while Frieza does his whole blowing up Planet Vegeta thing, and the rest of the Bardock TV special plays out per normal, and you know, with Princess Vegeta, Nappa and Raditz being the only survivors. And of course, except for Kakarot, who of course is on his way to Earth. And as the years went by, Vegeta, Nappa and Raditz doing their thing, conquering planets in the name of Lord Frieza, and doing all the grunt work. Raditz actually taken a bit of initiative and suggests that they go ahead and that Raditz go to Earth and pick up Kakarot and recruit him into their little gang, and, you know, Vegeta beginning her plans to overthrow Frieza. Right, so Raditz ended up on Earth, and the beginning of Dragon Ball Z played out as per normal, with Goku and Piccolo ultimately killing Raditz, and of course Goku sacrificing himself to save his son. And we get Nappa and Vegeta on their way to Earth. But the motivations for Vegeta are slightly different in this story. Like, rather than really knock Kakarot for defeating Raditz, she's actually more curious to meet Goku. After all, they overheard everything on the Scouter. They know Goku is going to be wished back by the Dragon Balls. And yes, they are going for the Dragon Balls as well. But in Vegeta's case, she wants to meet this Kakarot, who was pretty much 3 times weaker than his brother, and he was able to defeat him. I mean, someone related to Raditz actually getting their hands dirty and actually doing whatever it takes to beat someone who's superior stronger. This is something that Princess Vegeta is very much intrigued with. Vegeta and Nappa do land on Earth, and Goku's gotten his whole training with King Kai, Zewa's gotten their training per normal, and the battle with the Saiyans begin. You know, Nappa doing his little hello, destroying, you know, parts of a city, and of course searches for the strongest power levels. That of course would be Piccolo and Gohan. And then they all meet up, and everyone else meets up, and the whole Saibamen thing, battle at the Saibamen, begins. Which pretty much play out per normal, with the difference is Yamcha actually survives. Alright? Well, do be right. How exactly is Yamcha supposed to survive? Well, you remember how I say Vegeta is a lot more cruel in this reality? Well, when the Saibaman actually jumps to try to grab Yamcha, Vegeta actually destroys that Saibaman as well. Like she did say to the first Saibaman she destroyed, you know, don't hold anything back, but at the same time, she actually wants this fight to last. She wants these matchups to last. And, only so he can get beat up some more. After all, Vegeta does like to have fun. And he's not going to let a Saibaman just destroy himself and, end the fight early. No, of course not. That's basically where Vegeta's mindset is at. But eventually, the matches do wrap up, a lot more slowly than in the original, because everyone actually got to fight their Saibamen, and ultimately Team Saibamen lost. Vegeta's really curious about the hybrid, and it'd be a shame to waste Saiyan blood, potentially someone else who could help them later down the line when it comes to overthrowing Frieza. So the rest Nappa can do with as he wishes, He can take out Yamcha, Tien, and Krillin as much as he wants, and yeah. Of course, Piccolo and Gohan do join in the battle as well, and pretty much with the exception of Yamcha, the fight pretty much goes as per normal. Yamcha is unfortunately killed and defeated by Nappa instead of the Saibamen, and Tien and Chaozu more or less suffer the same fate as they do in the original. And Vegeta's starting to get a little impatient. She wants Kakarot to appear. So, did you guys actually wish Kakarot back with the Dragon Balls or what? I did come all this way to meet him, Well, don't you worry, Vegeta. He'll be here all right, and when he does, you'll be sorry. Oh, how exciting. I can't wait. Vegeta actually gives them, the 3-hour reprieve in order to give Kakarot more time to arrive, and he actually does. Goku does actually arrive on time before Piccolo is taken out. But Timmy Rai, why is that? Well, remember, everyone fought their Saibamen. Krillin didn't destroy most of them with a single blast. That actually bought a fair bit more. That actually bought a lot more time for Goku to get there in time, which actually meant that the whole Nappa throwing his fatal shot at Gohan and Piccolo sacrificing himself doesn't happen. So Goku is there on time for a change. Goku has his one-on-one fight with Nappa, and Vegeta, of course, reading the scouter, but it's not really of shock or scared. She's actually excited to see this power level rise, to think that someone related to Raditz was actually capable of this. The fact that even Raditz could have been capable of this if he had applied himself more. My. She's like reading his power level on the scouter as he powers up. Oh my. Vegeta, what's the scouter saying on this guy's power level? Well, it's over 9,000. What, 9,000? That's higher than me. Yep. Vegeta is very much enjoying what she is seeing, and, well, she's not going to let Nappa have all the fun, so she orders Nappa to stop, and, well, Nappa going, not really wanting to stop himself, he goes, fine, I'll just take out these weaklings, and he goes to attack the other three, and, well, Goku, of course, powers up to Kaioken, and pretty much, breaks Nappa's spine like he does in the original. Vegeta destroyed Nappa in this timeline for defying her orders. You really think I'd let you live after defying my orders? The orders of your queen? She actually tells Piccolo, Gohan, and Krillin to go home. Just go home. I want to fight Kakarot myself. And unfortunately, you guys are just getting in the way. I don't want anyone interrupting my fun time. And alright, so the battle with Goku and Vegeta starts off in a similar fashion. At first, this battle goes somewhat different than it does in the original, but only in terms of dialogue, and Vegeta's reasoning for fighting begins to change as they're battling. After all, this is a male and female Saiyan battling each other, and as we know, Saiyans tend to bond over battling each other. And this actually starts to happen with Vegeta and Kakarot, Vegeta and Goku having power levels similar to one another. So there's a bit of sparks flying, if you know what I mean. Goku never battling a female Saiyan before. This is a new sensation for him, so it sort of feels like things are sort of complete for Goku. And as for the battle itself, it's pretty much the same, but instead of Vegeta throwing a tantrum that she's being bested by a lower class soldier, like the male counterpart does in the original, she's actually enjoying this. She is enjoying this. She's been waiting for a challenge like this all her life. A fellow Saiyan who can actually challenge her. She's really getting into this, and we get the classic beam struggle between Goku, of course, getting the better of it, and Vegeta, recovering up the sky. Is like, this is so much fun. I'm having the time of my life here. To think there's actually a Saiyan male who could actually put me through all this. Well, now let's see if he can handle me in my grade 8 form. Where's the moon? Where's the moon? Realizing, of course, there's no moon because Piccolo had destroyed it. But, of course, like her male counterpart, Princess Vegeta has her little countermeasure, firing an energy ball up into the air and transforming his life. I thank you, Kakarot, for all the pleasure you have given me today. But, like all good things, it's time for it to come to an end. But believe me when I say, killing you will give me absolute pleasure. And pretty much things end up at this point for Goku like you'd imagine would, like in the original. Goku losing the use of his legs, attempting to use the Spirit Bomb, and that pretty much going downhill from there. And just when Princess Vegeta is about to finish off our hero, that is when Krillin, Gohan, and Piccolo show up, providing a bit more of a distraction, while, they're able to stop her from smushing Goku. And eventually, of course, Yajirobe does cut off Vegeta's tail like in the original, and pretty much the rest of the battle with the inclusion of Piccolo. It pretty much goes on per normal, but Vegeta being on the clearly losing end, and her getting hit with what was left of Goku's Spirit Bomb, and yeah, it was time for Vegeta to pack it in and go home. It's time to go home, Vegeta. You've done all you could. Goku does decide to let Vegeta go. Pretty much considering her motivations for being there in the first place were not the same as the original counterparts. She admitted wholeheartedly she's not here to destroy the planet or anything. She was only pretty much there to give Goku a bit of a fight. It was Nappa that did all the bad things, technically. Before Vegeta's Saiyan pod closes back and they fly off, Vegeta looks to Goku. Goku looking at her. She just sort of smiles and says, "Hey Kakarot, let's do this again sometime." Smiles away, and the space pod then leaves. Vegeta is on his way to Frieza Station, get herself fixed up, and I think that's actually where we're gonna leave things for now. So, what do you guys think? Do you like what I've done with this story? Do you like how I've had Vegeta and Goku's relationship sort of start? This could actually mean that Goku could get a really well effective training partner later down the line, someone who's just as keen to train as he is. Not only that, with their relationship starting off like this could even mean that Vegeta and the Earthlings form their alliance on Namek significantly sooner than when they initially do in the Namek saga in the original anime. And of course, Piccolo is still alive. So, where do we go from here? We'll have to wait and see. So anyway, guys, let me know what you guys think of this What If. Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll definitely be back with part 3. Alright, catch you guys later.